Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Evelyn, and in today's video we are going to be making this delicious cabbage sauce with chicken. Now, not only is this sauce loaded with flavors, you're also going to love how simple and easy it is to cook as well. And I've listed all the ingredients I'm going to be using for this recipe in the description box so you can make yours too. Also, don't forget to give me a like if this video was helpful and if you enjoy watching. So without saying much, let's get started. So I'm going to start off by heating up some cooking oil in my pan, and once the oil is hot enough, I'll be adding some sliced onions and garlic. I'm going to saute this over medium heat for about a minute until the onions start to soften. Now for your garlic and onions, you can cut them however you want. You can slice them, you can chop them up, you can mince them, but for this recipe I prefer them nicely sliced. Now that my onions and garlic have started to soften, I'm going to be adding my already marinated chicken. You can marinate your chicken with whatever spices you love to use. I'm going to be frying each side until it has a brown color to it. This process just adds a little more depth of flavor to your sauce. Once the chicken just starts to turn brown, I'm going to flip them over so that the other side turns brown as well. This step is actually optional, but doing this just takes your sauce to a whole new level. Next, I'm just going to take them out of the oil and transfer them into a 350 degrees Fahrenheit preheated oven to complete the cooking process. Now into that same pan, I'm going to be adding about 1.5 tablespoons of tomato paste. I'm going to stir this and cook until it caramelizes, turns from a bright red to a deep red, and this is going to intensify the flavors even more. At this point, the tomato paste is nicely fried. I'm going to be adding some freshly chopped tomatoes, and this is about 7 medium-sized chopped tomatoes. I'm going to fry them over medium heat until the tomatoes begin to break down and release all their flavors, and that's exactly what we're looking for. Also, while your tomatoes are cooking, you're going to have to stir them occasionally to prevent them from burning. And if you haven't already subscribed or given the video a like, please do so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Now in goes some chopped habanero peppers for some heat. Adding this is actually optional. You can go for some chili flakes instead, but I love the flavor and the heat from these habanero peppers. I'm just going to stir and get everything incorporated, and I'll fry for a few more minutes. At this point, my tomatoes are almost done cooking. You'll notice that they've reduced in size. I'm just going to add some diced green and red bell peppers. Now, this is actually optional. I'm going to let this fry for about 2 minutes, and this is going to intensify the flavors even more and add a slightly sweet flavor to the sauce. Then I'm going to continue to stir everything in until it is nicely incorporated. Next, I'm going to be adding my spices, and this is a combination of some onion powder, paprika powder, curry powder, and dried thyme, some seasoning cubes, and some salt. All I have to do now is to stir everything together and give it about a minute to cook and let all the flavors marry before adding our cabbage. Now for the spices, you can always do so if there's any spice that I've used that you don't like, you can always leave that out. For your cabbage, make sure to wash your cabbage thoroughly before slicing them. And one thing that I would recommend is to slice your cabbage thin so that they cook more evenly. Now this is after about 2 minutes and the flavors have had time to marry. I'm going to be adding my sliced cabbage, and this is about half of a medium-sized sliced cabbage. I'm going to gently pour everything in. Now cooking time here is going to be totally up to you, because overall cabbage is a very forgiving vegetable. It will take about 10 to 15 minutes on medium to low heat for your cabbage to actually soften up, if that's how you like it. But you could also go a bit longer than that and not have any issues. You can also cook it for less time if you want that, and this is going to add a little more crunch to your sauce. And since cabbage can be eaten raw, there'll be no issues if you undercook it. Next, I'm just going to be adding the chicken that have been in the oven, and I'm just going to stir everything in and let them absorb all the flavors from the sauce. And guys, after that, your chicken and cabbage sauce is ready to be served. You can have this with some white rice, some boiled or roasted plantain, some boiled or fried potatoes, some boiled or fried yam. This sauce is so versatile and can be served with a variety of dishes. So you see, you can't go wrong with this cabbage sauce, because not only is it delicious and flavorful, it's also very nutritious. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's recipe. If you did, don't forget to give me a like and also subscribe to my channel with your notification bells on so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And until my next video, bye.